Activision, we're gonna beg here, please do not take down Plutonium. So I know this isn't really the usual type of video I do, and to be honest it's not going to be super long. I'm sure by now everyone's probably heard about the SM2 situation where Activision sent a cease and desist order to this small little team who were making a Call of Duty game similar to COD Online, where basically it was every Call of Duty game kind of mashed up into one. And I'll be completely honest with you now, this Call of Duty game here that they were making would probably rival anything that Activision could put up within the next 10 years. And the worst part about it is that it was completely free. So Activision, they didn't have to worry about them making any money off it. The main theory behind why they took it down to begin with was pretty much that they were advertising that you could play it without having to buy Modern Warfare Remastered. And in Activision's mind, that's just money that's not going into their pockets. But that was just the SM2 situation. You know, we all mourned for the SM2 because honestly, it would have been probably one of the best Call of Duty games to date. But that's not what we're here to talk about. About an hour ago from recording this video right here, another project named X Labs was also given a cease and desist order. And in case you're just a zombie fan and you don't know anything about this situation, pretty much they brought us IW4X, which was an OG Modern Warfare 2 launcher. They brought us IW6X, which was the Call of Duty Ghost launcher. And finally, they brought us S1X, which was the Advanced Warfare launcher. And now on the X Labs website, they had a way to basically get all these games for free so you didn't have to buy them. And at that point, we pretty much knew that it was just going to be a moment of time before Activision got their grubby little hands and decided to take these projects down as well. And now another project I didn't name that was also kind of a part of X Labs, but was kind of its own independent project. It was the boy client for Black Ops 3 made by Maurice. And now I'm sure you've heard every big zombie YouTuber in the world talk about this project, but this was a massive project for all the YouTubers. Because Activision cannot give a singular rat's ass about their player base and allowing them to actually play a game that they made. And after the community absolutely begging for a fix, they decided, you know what, the one person who actually went out of their way to allow people to experience this game, we're just going to go ahead and take that down. And I know to the casual player, it probably doesn't even seem that big, or especially to the console players, I'm sure they don't give a singular fuck. But seriously, I want everyone here to understand the seriousness about them taking down these projects, that these games are practically unplayable for bigger YouTubers now. For example, I know Lex couldn't even stream the game without being booted offline, so again, he probably can't play it anymore. It is incredibly sad for Activision to be taking down these projects, even though they do pretty much nothing wrong. And I am 100% sure there's going to be some Activision fucking bootlickers who are going to be like, no, they took it down because, you know, they couldn't be having people pirate their games or whatever. Honestly, take one look at how much Activision makes quarterly, and then you tell me if these sales are really going to impact them as much as you think. I just do not understand how certain people can stick by Activision's actions here. These projects do absolutely nothing wrong and only benefit the community, and they just want to take it down. And honestly, it really does suck, but at the end of the day, that's not the topic of this video. The thing that's most worrying for me right now is how long is it going to take until they officially get to Plutonium. It's not a case of, oh, will they ever get to it, because it's a guarantee that they're eventually going to take down Plutonium. If you go to the Plutonium website, they have links to Qubit Torrent, they have links to the torrents themselves to get the games for free. There is not a singular world where Activision doesn't take down this project. So realistically, at the end of the day, all we can do is just beg Activision to please just not take down these projects. I beg. So when it comes to Plutonium, I can see it from two ways. I can see it from the multiplayer community, and I can also see it from the zombies community. Obviously, I am a zombie YouTuber, so we'll go ahead and we'll start with those games first. Plutonium offers the launchers for not only World at War, but Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. When looking at the modding scene in particular, Plutonium has been a massive help for these. Maybe not so much World at War because that already had kind of a modding scene behind it, but especially Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Some of the projects that come to mind, such as Black Ops 2 Reimagined, that's probably not going to exist anymore once Plutonium goes. And honestly, another thing that I think is going to go is probably the amount of zombie content on those games. Now, I'm not going to sit here and advocate that you guys go ahead and pirate these games. If you've pirated these games before, that's up to you. But at the end of the day, I think everyone at this point has pirated these games because if you guys seen the price tags for them on Steam, it is absolutely ridiculous for these games that came out years ago to still be priced at like $40 or £40. And let me re-emphasize, that is without the DLC. That is the base game itself. Activision, what the fuck are you thinking? If you're going to take down all these projects that allow people to play the game, then at least lower the game on Steam so people can actually buy it. For a company that makes $1 billion quarterly, you guys make the most dumbass decisions I've ever seen. If they do go ahead and take down Plutonium, I can guarantee that the amount of content that's going up for Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and probably World at War will drop drastically. But that's just from a zombies perspective. Let's look at the multiplayer side. The Black Ops 2 multiplayer is a timeless classic. Honestly, you can jump on any server and have a good time. But the game that personally hits the hardest for me is Modern Warfare 3. I grew up playing Modern Warfare 3. I remember playing with my family. I had such a blast. It is the biggest nostalgia trip for me. If you've ever been in my Discord, any content, any word of Modern Warfare 3 that comes up, I'm immediately on it. I'll have like a complete flashback to all the good old days. But I'll be completely honest, good luck finding a game on that on old gen servers. Especially with the Xbox backwards compatibility issues, reviews, you will never find a game. I pretty much can guarantee it. Or if you do, it's pretty much going to be filled with hackers. And the same can absolutely be said for Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 2 is absolutely riddled with hackers at this point. So, you know, good luck going ahead and finding a game on those. But back to Modern Warfare 3, Plutonium was the only way for me to pretty much experience this nostalgia trip. And essentially, Activision at some point is just going to take it down. And it really does just suck. And now, as much as I would love to sit here and be like, boys, let's all stop buying Activision products. Let's no longer buy Modern Warfare 3. We don't need it. Let's get them down under their $1 billion they make every quarterly of the year. Like, as much as I would love to sit there and say, let's stand together and let's stop, but it's just not going to happen. People will always buy Call of Duty every single year. It doesn't really matter that Plutoniums or X-Labs or the Boy Client has had more compliments than Modern Warfare 2 has probably ever had its entire life cycle. Those things don't matter because there'll always be people who buy Call of Duty, and I don't understand why. I don't understand what you guys enjoy out of Modern Warfare 2. It brings nothing to you guys. You guys literally get shafted every single time you guys boot in that game, and you guys will just sit there and take it. And now I do understand that doesn't apply to everyone. I understand there's YouTubers out there who need Call of Duty for their channel to, you know, continue growing. A good example of this is Merc Music. I absolutely fucking love this guy's content. Honestly, I boot up to YouTube and I check to see if he's uploaded because he just makes banger content. And obviously he's watching his videos. I can tell you now that he's not happy about the SM2 project going down, but there isn't any chance in hell he's going to stop playing Call of Duty. He's made it abundantly clear that he's going to continue buying the next Call of Duty game because that's what his channel needs to survive. And honestly, I don't blame him because when you look at the multiplayer side of things, people aren't going to continue watching Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 gameplay for the rest of their life. Us as a zombie community, we honestly have it spoiled. We have so many custom maps to play. So the Boy Client for YouTubers obviously made this a lot easier. However, we are spoiled with content every single day. Just look at the Steam Workshop. You get bangers after bangers. But multiplayer YouTubers aren't like that. At some point, their games stop getting developed, and although Plutonium brings life into like Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3, once they're gone, what do those games have to offer? A nostalgia trip, sure, but at some point people are going to get bored of that. That's the exact reason why people like Merc Music, they go back every now and then to play these games. They don't just constantly pump out game after game. They need to make sure they can post the newer stuff as well so that they can go back and have that nostalgia trip and be like, look how good it was back then. So again, as much as I would love to sit there and say we should rally together and never buy another COD game, it's just never going to happen. And although what I'm going to say probably isn't going to make a difference either, and I absolutely hate to beg anything off these fucking scumbags at Activision, but please, can we just leave Plutonium alone? If you guys give a singular fucking ounce about your community, you guys will just leave Plutonium alone and let people just get on with the games they love to play. The new games are absolutely riddled with skill-based matchmaking, sweaty fucking campers, and they purposely make the game shit so that people will buy the next game. For fuck's sakes, you guys even have something in place where if you guys buy stuff from the store, you get put into easier lobbies to entice other people to buy those products. Your new games are dog shit, but your old games are absolute masterpieces. So just let people enjoy playing the games that they love to play, and let your new sweaty fan base play their shitty Modern Warfare 2. Again, saying let's stop buying store bundles or let's go ahead and we'll stop buying the next COD game, it isn't going to work. So the best thing that we can do is just plead that they just do not take down Plutonium, or they let SM2, Boy Client, and X-Labs continue working on their projects. But again, I mean, this is just coming from a small zombie YouTuber. It probably isn't going to make a difference. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I just wanted to talk about the whole situation because at this point it is getting absolutely ridiculous. Like, taking down X-Labs, there was no need. And you know, after seeing the season's assist letter for X-Labs, it just makes me think, like, what is the future for these launchers? Like, is Plutonium going to be next? It wouldn't even surprise me if tomorrow Plutonium's going to put up a post saying, sorry guys, we had to cancel our projects as well because fucking Activision decides they need their $40 or whatever it is. It's just really scummy, and it honestly makes me sad to even be a Call of Duty player sometimes. But these are the games that I love. These are games I grew up playing. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 3. These are the games that hold an absolute special place in my heart, and they're just being taken away because Activision just wants to be greedy. So yeah, I know this isn't really the type of video I'd usually make, and I'm sorry if this is like really out of the blue. Don't worry, I'll go back to post my normal videos. I've got another video planned up soon. I'll make sure to get it all edited down and probably post it on Sunday. So yeah, once again, I'm sorry you guys just had to hear me ramble for about 9 minutes, but just thinking about this whole situation is just really pissing me off, and it makes me worried for the future of Plutonium. So yeah, other than that, I'll catch you guys all in the next video.